What fighting to me is, it's mean like a dedication to me, a discipline to me. When I fight, I find myself, and it's discipline myself to be a better person in all kind of things. This is interesting part when I actually not plan to fight at all. I'm actually stuck with fitness. I'm doing Zumba. I don't really share with a lot of people. But after that, I started with body combat, and I found it's like really interesting in moving my body. The rhythm is very good. Until one of my friends recommended me, why don't you try for a proper striking in a proper way? So that's how I get into a proper training in striking. And then slowly, I'm seeing my teammates fighting in the cage, fighting in the ring. It's make my heart beat like bound, like, oh, I want to go in also. And then my coach talked to me, hey Ash, would you be interested in fighting since you've been training so hard? Then I'm like, yeah, why not? Just give it a try. My first fight actually is AMA. I start with AMA. I start with striking first. I concentrate on striking for 2 years. So 2 years I'm not doing anything. I just strike, learn, and then I keep competing in all the striking. My first fight is an AMA, kickboxing fight. Yeah.
But you had already one MMA fight.
Yes. That was after 2 years of competing on all the striking fights, and I decided to give it a try to MMA. So I talked to my MMA coach now, Maddie, and he said, yeah, we can train you for MMA. And then I had my first MMA fight is 2 years before, which is right before COVID. Yeah. At first is if actually many people ask me like how you feel about from striking to MMA. I wouldn't say it's easy because most of the people say like, yo, the fight is start with standing, so you striking you will have an advantage on it. But I don't really think so, because when you go for MMA, there is a lot of things that you have to think about it in the fight. Like striking, usually we throw a lot of kick. But in MMA, we don't really do that. So for me, this is a hard part on the transition, because whenever I throw kicks, my experienced teammate, they will just take me down. And I am very bad in ground in the beginning. So I was panic, I'm freak, and then I don't know what to do. And then I'm trying to stand up in the wrong way. I turn my back all the time, because in striking, if you turn the back, there's nothing happen. But in MMA, you turn the back, people still taking you down. So that's the transition. I know that which part I need to be focused on. So from there, after my first MMA fight, I take a pause. I know what's my weakness. Even I won my first MMA fight, but deep down I know that there is a lot of limitation in my mind, because I don't dare to take down. I don't dare to go for the groundwork, because everything is in my mind. So from there, I know that this is the mistake, this is the weakness that I need to fix it.
And how is your emotions now? You're gonna have your first MMA fight
after 2 years.
Yeah, after 2 years.
Surprisingly, I feel calm, okay. Not like my first fight, I think a lot, I panic. Now I feel okay, like, because for me, I'm quite appreciative of this opportunity coming to after 2 years. So for me now, my mind is like, just get the chance, just go and enjoy, because it's been too long waited for like 2 years for this opportunity to come. So I'm not going to like waste this opportunity. So I am going to enjoy this fight. But one thing that I keep in my mind is, this time I am not going to strike and strike and strike, like only striking. I want to do more than strike. So this is what's in my mind, and I don't rush, because I really want to feel the moment in the cage. I really want to like enjoy. So I tell myself, this is the thing that I'm going to do in this Saturday.
Is Malaysia just going to be the threshold, or are you going to push further?
I'm definitely going to push further. At first, I doubt myself a lot. Like Malaysia, you know, like we don't have like a lot of facility for MMA. We don't have a lot of training people, even though we have the Greek cultures over here, but the one that the training mates, we don't really have. Yes, there's a lot of people training martial arts actually in Malaysia, but for those who want to fight, especially we are talking about girls, it's not so many. Yeah, if I got the chance, why not? Even though like I know that I'm going to get smashed because we don't know what kind of people outside the world. You don't know how they train. People see me training very hard here, they thought like, okay, you train very hard, but we don't know how outside people training as well. Maybe they're much more harder than us, or maybe they start in the since like very young age. We don't know. So I just want to experience that and see how the people outside of Malaysia training doing. Hi, I'm Ashley Go. So I'm fighting on this Saturday, Malaysian Fighting Championship MFC. So come and watch my action.